God bless you and greetings again, Algebra 2 students. This is the second, and I trust I'll be able to complete the practice test review with this video. The first one took me longer than I thought, but I trust it will be helpful. So I'm trusting in your guidance, Father, because you're here and you're so near and so dear to us that this will be very, very helpful. In Jesus' name. And I want to encourage you to not only watch and learn from this, but also practice, rework them so you can develop skills and also confidence. All right, the one I worked before was the quadratic formula one, number 4. I want to do 3 others with you. Let's take this one. It says solve the quadratic equation by factoring. When you see this word factoring, it means when you have the 2 parentheses, factoring, okay? When you're solving now, remember, you're not going to be just factoring, you're going to be finding the number value. In other words, you're going to be saying x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 5. That's going to be the bottom line. That will be the final product of your work. So here we go. This one says x squared plus 4x plus 3 equals 0. This is in the proper form, the ax squared plus bx plus c. But we're not using the quadratic formula, okay? Quadratic formula is for these. And you will be getting some with the quadratic formula, but we're not using that here. We're going to factor, okay? So once you see it's in that form equals 0, you say, well, now how can I factor it? So here I'm going to get set up for factoring. Got my 2 parentheses ready. And please don't forget to put equal to 0 because this reminds you of what the end product should be like. So well, how do you factor this again? Listen carefully. 2 numbers multiplied together to give you a positive 3. Okay, that's the first thing. So that means both numbers either have to be negative or both numbers have to be positive. Here's a clue. The middle term is positive, so what do you think? I can hear you saying it. Both must be positive. It's going to be 3 and 1 because 3 plus 1 gives you 4. So here I go. It's going to be x plus 3 and then x plus, too many pluses, 1. Those are the factors, 3 and 1, both positive. And yes, you can be positive about that. Those are the factors. So, are we done? No. Those are the factors. Equals 0. So the next step will be if we multiply 2 things together, this is one from this parentheses and this is another, to get 0, then one of them must be 0. So here I go. I'm going to say x plus 3 equals 0. That's one option. And the other one is x plus 1 equals 0. So all we have to do now is solve each of these 2 equations. For this one, I'm going to subtract 3 from the left and then move over to the right side of the equal sign and subtract 3. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's just do this one while we're doing that. For this one, what do? We're going to subtract 1. Since it's a positive 1, we're going to subtract 1 from the left of the equal sign in which case you have to subtract 1 from the right. Okay, let's just draw a line for both of them. And so, oops, this should be plus here, I put equals, should be plus, yeah. So the positive 3 minus 3, that you can strike that out, and all that survives on the left would be x. On the right, we're going to have 0 minus 3, that would give us equals negative 3. So that's one solution. The other one, over here, the positive 1 minus 1, those would destroy each other. And the only thing that would survive would be on the right side where we have 0 minus 1, that would be a negative 1. So x equals negative 1 would be the solution. So these are the two solutions here. X equals negative 3, x equals negative 1. All right. I want to encourage you to work these similarly and get your not only your factors here, but continue to work until you get your final answer here. Solutions, again, would be number values. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. This one right here, number 11. We did this one in class. Number 11. Just wondering if we should do another one since we do that one. Did that one in class. But no, we can just do, well, all right, let's do another one since we did number 11 in class. Let's take number 10. This has got some negatives in here. First step, you look and you say, oh, this is not in the standard quadratic equation form. It should be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It's not equal 0, so what should we do? I can hear you saying, subtract 6, subtract 6. Yeah, so we subtract 6 from the left, in which case we're going to subtract 6 from the, not from the left, from the right. So we're going to subtract 6 from the left of the equal sign. Subtract 6. All right? So let's draw a line and take a look. K squared minus 5k survives. I don't see the line. Is there a line there? Yeah, it's right there. So we have k squared minus 5k survives. And now take a look at negative 8 minus 6. Two negatives, so we get a what? Bigger negative, right? So it's going to be 8 plus 6, 14. And on the right side, 6 minus 6 leaves us nothing there. That's the way we want it to be. Okay? So it's that way now. So we can go ahead and do what? Factor it. Just like we did with number 5, we're going to do the factors here. Here I come. 1 parenthesis. And close that parenthesis up. Open another one. Close it up. And don't forget now what we're going to do now. Equals 0. All right? So, what are we looking for? How do we factor this? Well, this is different from the one we just looked at. This is not a positive, but a negative 14. So what we want to do here is we want to multiply two numbers together to get negative 14, such that when we add them, we get negative 5. Negative 5. So what do you think? Well, if you're going to get negative 14, when you multiply two numbers, one has to be positive, one has to be negative. Which one should be negative? Oh, I can just hear someone say, the bigger one, the bigger one. That's exactly right. How about 7 and 2? Very good candidates, because 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, and as you were thinking, the bigger one is negative. That's a 7. And the next factor would be k plus 2. So 7 times 2 would give us the 14. The bigger one being negative would ensure that our middle term is negative. Okay, so again, back to the same drill. We have the factors equals 0. Don't put your pen down and start to clap and jump up and click your heels together and say, oh, it's all done, we got it. No, that's not full credit. You're solving it. You're looking for the number value. Here it comes. It's going to be first option. What is it? K minus 7 is equal to, wrong, equal to 0. That's one option. The other is what? K plus 2. K plus 2 equals 0. So we work with those two, and we do that exactly the same way that we did before. So over here we're going to do what? I'm going to add a 7 to both sides. Add 7 to the left of the equal sign. It's not 7, that's 7. And to the right, getting the tone. Add 7 to the right. So that takes care of the first option. Second option, we're going to do what? I'm going to subtract what? Subtract 2. Subtract 2 from the left of the equal sign. Subtract 2 from the right. Okay? Should be subtract, not underline. Okay, so here it comes. The answers are going to come right now. As I draw my line, the 7s will disappear here, and 0 plus 7 is 7. So the first answer here is going to be k equals 7. And the second answer, here we're going to have positive 2 minus 2 will cancel each other out, and 0 minus 2 give us a negative 2. This will be k is equal to negative 2. Okay, so that takes care of that one. And we've got a couple left here, which I'd like to maybe do one more, and that will be it. I might run out of time, but let me go ahead and do another one. Let's go ahead and do this one, number 12. This one, it's not in the ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, so I've got to do what? You said it. I'm going to add 7 to the right, in which case I'm going to have to add 7 to the left. And notice the offset here. Add 7 to the left. Let me take it back like that. Oops, lost my 7 there. Okay. So, when I do that, 7 cancels out on the right. I'm getting my underlining here at all. I think I have it, I just didn't know. So on the right, I'm going to have my 0, which I want. On the left, this is number 12, so it's going to be 2k squared. 2k squared plus 9k where's the 7? Plus 7, and that's equal to 0. So it's 9k plus 7